Order. End of question time. The clerk will now proceed to read the orders of the day.
Item 1. The Committee of Supply to consider the estimates for the financial year 1st April 2021 to 31st March 2022.
Head X, the Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth, Mr. Sitoh Yih Pin.
Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that the total sum to be allocated for Head X of the estimates be reduced by $100. Mr. Chairman, I thought long and hard about what to raise in my very first kickoff speech as chair of MCCY GPC. We focused a large part of our post-independence nation-building years on our infrastructure, growing our economy and securing jobs for the future, and rightly so. But if these issues represent the physical body of our nation, then issues on culture, community, youth, and sports must surely represent our soul, the heartbeat of our social consciousness, and our collective dreams and aspirations as a nation. My takeaway from GE 2020 is a strong desire amongst Singaporeans, especially our youth, to be actively engaged in wanting to be part of the conversation to shape and mold our future together. And this forms the context of the exciting and inspiring work that lies ahead for the MCCY team as we start this term of government. Sir, for me, I would like to speak on two such issues which shaped my growing up years in Singapore. My parents were Chinese language teachers, and while they embraced the English language as the official and working language in Singapore, my brothers and I were inculcated to always remember our cultural roots. But what fascinates me most, as I remember my growing up years, was how we evolved parts of the Chinese culture into what is uniquely Singaporean. I have spoken about this before in Parliament. Sing Yao, or Chinese ballads produced by young Singaporeans, and the local Chinese film productions are good examples. I shall elaborate more on this in another MCCY cut later. Sir, sports is the other topic I wish to speak on. Sports can inspire and unite a nation regardless of the diversity of its people. My inspirations from sports in my youth, however, was drawn particularly from football. Now more a spectator than a player, football was something I enjoyed playing and followed closely in my youth. Part of the reason for that was the local football scene at the time. I was just born when Singapore won the Malaysia Cup in 1964. We also won the trophy when I was a teenager in 1977. I'm sure many of us recollect the many exciting Malaysia Cup matches in the early 90s when the Kallang Roar reverberated the old stadium. V. Sundramoorthy's bicycle kick against Brunei, and Fandi Ahmad leading us to Malaysia Cup success in 1994 are memories I believe few Singaporeans of my generation will ever forget. My heart therefore skipped a beat when I read of FAS announcement of its goal to get our national team to qualify for the 2034 World Cup. This is a laudable aspiration. It would be a dream come true for us to qualify, and if we do, will certainly inspire another entire generation of Singaporeans. But I had mixed feelings about the announcement. We have set the same goal before. The same obstacles remain. We are currently ranked 158 in the world. So how do we get there? This will be a goal that will require not only the efforts of the FAS or our local football fraternity. I therefore invite the Minister to share with us whether the government has plans to support the FAS in achieving this goal, and in so doing, how do we intend to measure our level of success? Sir, sports, however, is not only about successes or victories. It is also about honoring the concept of level competition and being able to train and compete fairly on equal terms, and more importantly, in a safe environment. So in order for sports to thrive in Singapore, providing a safe and positive environment for our athletes is crucial. This is especially pertinent when it comes to our student athletes who have invested much of their time and resources to pursue their passion in sports. There have been well-documented reports of athlete abuse across all disciplines in many countries. It must be recognized, however, that much work in this area has been done for sports in Singapore. In 2018, Sports Singapore, Sport SG, launched the Safe Sport Commission. There are now well-trained safeguarding officers and well-thought-through protocols that guide the coaches and trainers and provide adequate checks in the different sporting disciplines. However, more should and can always be done to safeguard our athletes. I therefore also invite the Minister to share more of what the Ministry is working towards to ensure that there is a safe and positive environment for our athletes to thrive and safeguard against harassment and abuse in the sports fraternity. Thank you.